guys, thanks for joining me again. This is Sergio here with Huntington Brass. In today's video, we're going to talk about the P4323199 valve that's in this box here. We're going to open up the box and take a look at the valve and see exactly what it comes with. This valve does have a built-in diverter valve. It is pressure balanced, service stops. It's got a lot of things in here, so I want to talk about this valve and show you guys exactly what comes in this box. So stick around. We're going to learn about the P4323199 valve. All right, so let's open up this box here and see what's in here. So when you open up, you do get installation instructions, an exploding drawing of what's in here. So here's the valve here. It does come with the mud guard. I actually removed it prior to the box opening it, but this here is the mud guard that it comes with. It's a black mud guard, so it is protected. So when you do install the valve in a shower, you got the valve here, you got the finish wall. This protects the valve when they're doing construction. And then at the end of the day, they just remove it, take it out. That's what protects the valve. So here is the valve. So I'm gonna take a look at it. It looks very small, very simple valve, but it's heavy, it's sturdy, it's solid brass construction. So let's take a look and see what's in here as well. We're gonna open up the valve and take a look at the cartridge, the service stops, how to operate that. But this is, in essence, the diverter valve. So let's take a look. All right. One thing about this valve here is there's a chamber. You see how it's blocked only one way, and then the opposite way is the same way. So what that is a positive stop diverter. So what that means is once the water turns on, it goes this way. It can only come up the top, right? And then when you come back down and divert and turn the other way, it can only come out the bottom. So what that happens is it just basically cuts off the water from coming out the top or the bottom, whichever way you have, and you're saving water there. So you're not gonna have water dribbling out of your tub spout or coming out of your shower head or somewhere else, because you completely shut it off, because this one's going to be blocked. So it's only going to come out the bottom or vice versa. So it's one or the other. It's a positive stop diverter on the valve there. All right, so again, so here's the valve here. Let me show you guys real quick the valve. As you can see, you got the service stops here on the side for each side. The connections are protected. They do have these plastic covers on them. So when they're installing them, they're going to remove these plastic covers. So, the protection is there on the valve to protect the threads on there. So that's going to come when you receive them. So you just got to pull those out. On the back of it, and I'll show you guys right now, it does have an up and down arrow. So when the plumbers are installing it, they know which way to plumb it. So, and then there's also H and C on the back as well for the hot and cold inlets. So tell them to look at that when they're installing it. There's an up and a down. If they do, for whatever reason, install this upside down, don't worry. This cartridge is reversible. You can flip it over and put it in, and I'll show you guys how to do that too. But then again, here is a valve. And what I do like about this valve is one or the other. So it's not shared. So for example, when you have the valve or the handle in the off position, right? Let's say it's facing down like here, and you want to turn it on, you go this way, counterclockwise, cold, and then hot, and then turns on your shower head. And then if you want to go the opposite way, go back down to off, and then go the other way, turns off and turns on the other way. So you can go one or the other. This is on, cold, hot, and then here at 6 o'clock is the off position. So imagine the handle being here. You can go this way or you can go that way. So what happens is the water does shoot down or it does go up. So that's a nice feature there. So you can do multiple things. So you can do shower head, hand shower, tub and shower, or whatever you want to do. All right, let's take a look at this cartridge here. So I loosened it up already. So basically you grab a wrench from here from the top and just loosen it up. And this here will come off. Brass sleeve. And here is the cartridge. As you can see, the valve, basically just a solid brass valve there. There's nothing much to it. But here is the cartridge. When you receive this cartridge, if you need one of these, we do have them as replacements. It is pressure balanced in here. And this is basically our diverter valve cartridge. Here's a closer look at the cartridge. You see the back part here. You got two washer rings there at the bottom. It is stamped. You do got a square stem here. So if you ever need that, we have those as well. But this is the diverter valve. So like I was saying, if you wanted to install it reverse, basically you line up the holes here, line it up, put it in there and secure it, right? That's one way. And then if you wanted to do the opposite way, you can put it that way too. So why would you do that? They install it upside down, one, or back-to-back installations if you have that as well. If you need that, you can do that. So the handle will turn the same way too. But yeah, this valve can be reversed. Pressure balance diverter valve, like I said. So here you see two flathead looking screws there, right? Those flatheads are your service stops. So when you're servicing the valve, let's say you don't want to shut off the water to the whole house, you basically shut the water off from here. So you get a flathead, and you basically are going to get the flathead, and you're going to screw those flatheads all the way in and seal it. So I'm going to show you right now what it looks like with the flathead screwed in, so you see what the difference is. This is fully open, right? The screws up. So when you close it, you screw them down. Check it out. See the difference there? Okay, you see the difference? So one of them is screwed in all the way, that's closed, and that's fully open. So a lot of times people will need to do that when they're servicing the valve, removing the cartridge, replacing it or whatever. You want to screw that in down as much as you can, and then that'll close the water off. And then that'll help, obviously, when you're removing the cartridge, open up the valve, flush the line for installing, all that's there as well. So, and here are the markings on the back of the valve here. See how it's down, up, H and C on the side here. And then you see the certification codes and stuff, CUPC, all that stuff in there. But that'll tell you up and down. And then for those plumbers that want to remove the service stop, basically you get a wrench, you grab it from here, and you just loosen that up. So here I removed it. Here's the actual service stop, and inside you'll see a spring load and a washer there at the bottom. So that's pretty much it. So then to put them back in, you would just put this one here, right? Use the spring again, put it in the middle, right there. And then you grab this part here, line it up, and then just tighten that up again. So that's how you will remove that service stop. Okay, also in front of the valve, you'll see that on the top there, on the bottom there, it says down there. This is down. And if you look at the top part here, it says up as well. You can kind of make that out. So, you know, when they're looking at it from the front face, you can also see when they're installing it. So up and down also in the front. One thing that the valve does come with is a ring here. So now this ring is needed, right, when you want to do one thing only. Let's say you only want to do a shower only. You don't want to use a spout. So basically you'll have a plug as well that comes with the box. So you'll basically just plug that in. You thread that in and plugs in all the way. Screw that in, it'll plug in. And then this ring here, you see it? You're going to just want to put it right here on the side here so that the handle only turns this way, counterclockwise. So now you can't even move the handle this way. So that'll stop the handle from turning. Now it's just one function. It only comes out the top, and that's all it does. So make sure that's plugged in, put that ring in there, and then you can only operate one thing. That's only if you wanted to do shower only, tub only, hand shower only, slide bar only, whatever you want to do, one option with that ring. So that comes with the box. So if you need that, you know, just let me know, but it'll come with it. Okay, guys, you guys want to know about trims here? Any of our trims actually would fit this valve here. For example, if you are looking for Razzo, you're looking for Savon, you're looking for Joy, Tazio, or any of the new lines that we have, it actually will fit this valve here. The sleeves actually would just go onto this brass sleeve here that you see here, and they'll sit there. So if you're looking for trims, let us know. This is part of our matrix system for the diverter valve. So if you're looking at that, you can kind of customize and build your own as well if you wanted to do that. So this valve, you can basically put any of our trims that we have. So if you have any questions on which one specifically and you want to reach out to me, let me know. But this valve is capable to be used with any of our trims. So take a look at that for our trims. Okay. One last thing I want to mention is this valve, if you do install it too deep, you do have extensions that you can actually add to here. So you do have extensions so that extend it out more if you need that. So the valve does come with extensions if you need to have that, okay? All right, guys, this is the P4323199 valve. Like I said, solid brass construction. You can get this now if you want one of these. We do have it. If you want to display it, we can display it. There's different ways to display it. Obviously, we can get this for you guys. So take a look at Huntington Brass's P4323199 diverter valve. Next time you're looking for one that has a built-in diverter, look for this. This valve will get it done for you. Again, thank you for joining me. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.